Welcome and thank you for joining us today. We will be discussing the impacts of tropical storms and hurricanes on homeowners and on real estate transactions. Before we hear from Carl Greigel and Karen Shellnut, our Howard Hanna panel today, let's look at the 2026 Atlantic Hurricane Forecast. The 2026 Atlantic Hurricane Season Forecast has been released. Although the number of storms in 2025 were below average, the outlook for this year will require continued vigilance for homeowners, both along the coast as well as inland areas where tropical storms' winds and rain can catch people unprepared. Importantly, there are potential impacts to real estate and insurance transactions that many people are not aware of. Let's hear from Karen Shellnut, a licensed agent from Howard Hanna Insurance, and Carl Greigel, a realtor with Howard Hanna Allen Tate Low Country Real Estate Business.
Welcome to another conversation with Howard Hanna Insurance agent Karen Shellnut. Karen is a licensed professional insurance agent who's both licensed in North Carolina and South Carolina. And some of you may recognize Karen. She was here during the tennis tournament in May. She was here for the Home and Garden Show in March. She's got friends who live in Sun City. My name's Carl Greigel. I work right next to Sun City in the Howard Hanna office, formerly the Weichert Coastal Properties office, right across from Beaufort Drug. We're going to talk today about something that is coming down upon us pretty quickly. June 1st marks the start of hurricane season. Karen, what happens in the insurance world when insurance is impacted by hurricane season?
So unfortunately, once the watches and warnings start popping up, the companies will shut down. They will say no more binding of new coverage. They don't want to take on any more exposure knowing that there's an impending storm. So let's say that you're going to close on your house July 1st and it is June 26th. And if your policy has already not been bound for that July 1st date, the insurance company is going to say, sorry. So until the storm passes through, and then most of the time they'll wait another 10 days to start writing the coverage again because they want to make sure that there's not been even flooding that has come through and damaged the home prior to you purchasing it or before they take on the risk or exposure. Same thing happens with autos. If you have just liability on your car, you cannot add comprehensive because flood is a comprehensive loss. Hail is a comprehensive loss. Storm blowing a tree down on top of your car, a comprehensive loss. And then folks that have boats, they don't think about it, but if you do not have coverage for your boat and it gets slammed up shore or it, capsizes and it's submerged, they're not going to take on that exposure either. And a lot of folks don't realize too that once it starts June 1st, some of the boat policies require you have a captain and a crew on board to get the boat out of harm's way, or they require that you do not take your boat into certain areas during the hurricane season. And you need to know that because they will not cover if a loss would occur during that time if you're in waters you should not be in. So it affects them all.
Yeah, I think what you just said to me actually is a little bit alarming because I think many people think of it and say, well, it's not a big deal. It's just a storm. It's off the coast of Florida. It's not coming here yet. And the reality is that the insurance companies are looking well ahead of landfall and well ahead of the first clap of thunder and the raindrops. There is a risk that if you do not plan ahead, your closing could be delayed, your purchase of your automobile could be impacted, and you may not have the coverages you need to protect important items, such as personal belongings, your watercraft, etc. What are some things that a person could do to protect themselves to ensure that if they are buying a home, like you said, July 1st, how early could they actually bind coverage?
30 days in advance. So we can actually say, issue the policy now to be effective 30 days from now. And as long as we have issued that policy for that effective date, a company is not going to renege on it. If for some reason your closing gets postponed, that's not a problem. It can be canceled and rewritten. If it's moved up that could be a problem if there's an impending storm out there and they've shut down binding. But it's always better once we get into storm season to have that coverage in place well in advance in case storms start popping up out there on the Atlantic.
No, that's a great point. We hope that everybody is safe as these storms will start to pop up. And even if it's a small but severe thunderstorm, there can be losses and there can be things. Karen, you said to me once, one of the most important things that any homeowner should do at some point is take a stroll through their home with their cell phone and take a video. So you take a picture of your belongings, of your appliances, of your closets, of what's in the garage, and either upload that to the cloud or send it in an email to yourself. So thus a copy is kept in the cloud. And that way, if something terrible happens, you know what was in that house, you know what was in that room. And I think that is something that most people think, well, do I need to do that? But I think you told me it's probably a great best practice.
It's really for your own protection because in the event you've had a major loss, your whole world is turned upside down. How are you going to remember everything that you own? I mean, think about it right now. Left of your stove, third drawer down. What's in that drawer? How many pairs of shoes are in your closet? Do you remember how many sweaters you have? How many sets of golf clubs out in the garage? It's hard to think about all of the items that you have, and it's almost impossible. But they always say that a photo is greater than words. Guess what? Taking a video. We have that capability today. Everybody just about has a cell phone where they can video, and it's one of the best ways to protect yourself in the event of a major loss.
Yeah, I would challenge anybody watching this video. If you don't have a phone that can do it, find a friend, find a loved one, a son, a daughter, a niece, a nephew. All it takes is 5 to 10 minutes to walk through the house, take a quick video, and you now have a record, and that record can be used to protect you if something does happen, that you can get back on your feet a little bit faster and a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
Karen, thank you. We appreciate it as always. Karen's contact information will be on the end of this video. Please reach out if you have any questions in particular, if you need new coverage or if you want to make sure that your coverage is properly in place as we go into hurricane season. We thank you for watching and we hope that you have a great June. Take care.
Thank you.